एक्टिव बनाएंगे. So today we are going to start a very important topic. Its name is the Clarify checklist. Clarify. The main author is the Monaj. What is the purpose of it? Because it is that kind of checklist which main objective the yoga intervention to maintain the quality of the yoga related research, yoga research. It is Delphi 2021 explanation and the elaboration of the Delphi based guidelines for the reporting of yoga research. Yeah, Delphi based. Delphi is important word here. Yeah, I would like to you that do you know what is the meaning of Delphi here? Why?
Sir, Delphi technique is a systematic process of forecasting using the collective opinion of panel members. इसमें मतलब बेसिकली जो पैनल मेंबर्स होते हैं उसकी उन लोगों का सजेशन लेकर के क्या बोलते हैं कोई भी टेक्निक डिसाइड किया जाता है. जैसे कि हम लोग योगा मॉड्यूल लेंगे किसी भी डिसीज़ के लिए तो उसके लिए योगा मॉड्यूल डेवलप करेंगे किसी भी डिसीज़ के लिए तो वो कौन कौन सा वैलिड है कौन कौन सा नहीं वैलिड नहीं है ये पैनल मेंबर्स डिसाइड करते हैं. तो इसको डेल्फी टेक्निक बोला
Excellent,
जाता है.
excellent. It means that this checklist is not only the opinion of these four authors. It means whatever items are there. Yes, these four authors they contributed more. That's why they got chance the authorship of this paper. But these suggestions they took by the international researchers, and they also mentioned how many researchers they included. I think 128 authors of international yoga research publications were identified by literature searches conducted by members of the Delphi screening. It means all over the world. First, they selected 128 the famous yoga researchers. Out of that, then they set up the meeting and they started discussing as like now we are discussing in the meeting. It is offline, but I think that is the offline. That meeting is offline, 128 authors. And whatever suggestions all they give, that these kinds of things a yoga study should be there. They reported that. Okay. And again, I think 4 rounds they did for that. And after finally we got the 21 items. Clarify checklist. Okay. So clarify, not any something special, just they give the word clarify. Okay. Yeah. Here they are mentioning the full form of the clarify. Checklist as standardizing the reporting of interventions for yoga. Yes, it is the meaning of the clarify. Okay. Sorry, conscience-based checklist standardizing the reporting of interventions for yoga. Okay. Other things you read yourself. Directly, I would like to start the main checklist. Detail they mentioned here in this paper, they mention detail. Okay. But we will start because we have time shortage. So directly we will start from this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will ask you and requesting to all of you, you also give your best and give your best suggestions. Okay. Whatever you understand, you reply here. If anything need to be changed, then I will correct it. Okay. Hope you all will help us to give the normal examples of these items. Yeah, point number 1 is the title. Succinctly describe the yoga intervention. Include the word yoga in the publication title. Yes, what you are understanding with first item? Yes, please. Can you give the example? What they are trying to saying here?
Uh, just like the effect of Mandukasana on diabetes patient.
Hmm.
So we should specify Mandukasana is part of yoga. So here we describe the intervention.
So here he is telling, yeah, others want to give something? Any idea, others? Hemanji, Shivani ji, any idea about it?
सर इसमें जो हमने एक्सप्लेनेशन में पढ़ा था उसमें एक पैराग्राफ में लिखा हुआ है इसको एलैबोरेट करके कि जो ऑथर है he should include the term yoga or yogic in the publication title to facilitate the identification and retrieval of yoga research by other researchers, clinicians and policy makers. And the term yoga and yogic would be considered appropriate for interventions delivering practices from yogic tradition or grounded in philosophy. मतलब सर कि ये जो दूसरे रिसर्चर्स पढ़ेंगे, दूसरी फील्ड के रिसर्चर्स जब पढ़ेंगे तो उनको मतलब एक आइडिया मिल जाएगा कि ये योगा पे की हुई रिसर्च है, इसलिए हमें ये ब्रॉडली टर्म यूज करना है यहाँ पे योगा या फिर यौगिक प्रैक्टिस करके.
Yes. And others also, if every time yoga is not possible, but we can use that asana, pranayama, dhyana. They are also representing the yoga. That also we can use.
Okay.
Yeah, they are highlighting the yoga and the yogic word, but every time this word is not feasible as per my best experience. So sometimes we directly, if we are working on the pranayama, so directly we mention the effect of Bhastrika pranayama on that. Sometimes every time yoga is not needed. So that word asana, pranayama, kumbhaka, pratyahara, they are also representing the yoga. So that also you can use. Okay. But yeah, exercise, stretching, flexibility, that is not, that we should not use, because they are not directly related with the yoga, because they're related with the other practices, aerobic practices also, gym also. Okay. So we have to use only yogic word in the main title, okay, which you want to work. Okay. Second, point number 2, it is describe any rational theory or goal of the elements essential to the yoga intervention. Yes, first of all, please let me confirm. Do you know what is the meaning of the rational? Come on, anyone? Do you understand the word of the meaning of rational? Rational का अर्थ पता है आप लोगों को? You don't know? Okay, I'm explaining. Yeah, yes, Shivani ji.
सर सम ऑब्जेक्टिव्स या फिर ऑब्जेक्टिव स्टडी which
No,
clearly mention.
Sir,
nearly, but
something
not
why we
exactly.
choose this रिलेशन
Yes,
सर रिलेशन.
yeah.
जैसे कि हम लोग अगर प्राणायाम है वो ब्लड हीमोग्लोबिन लेवल को इम्प्रूव करता है, तो ये कैसे इम्प्रूव करता है इसका हम कारण देंगे वहाँ पर.
Justification.
Yes, sir.
Rational meaning the justification, and mainly the primary, we prefer the population. For example, that Lakshmi ji want to study in the sickle cell area. It is the one kind of disease, blood related. Now she has to justify that she is taking the child, the youngster, the students, the adult, the old citizens. which kinds of population is working, why they selected, why nursing students, why medical students, okay, why not the others. So that kind of clearly justification in that paper we have to explain, describe. It is the meaning of that. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Point number third. If any doubt, please ask. Okay, without hesitation, you can ask. Are you understanding? Others also, please let me confirm fast. Are you understanding? Or I change my teaching pattern? Heman ji, Radhika ji, Poonam
Yes,
ji.
sir. It is understandable, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Point number third is the activities. So describe the yoga practices or activities used in the intervention. And herely they are making easy to understand. First is the describe the type of yoga practice. It means that which practice so you are going to apply or you applied there. Okay. And generally in the yoga studies, you see that table, that kind of table, serial number, practice, frequency, and timing. Prayer 1 minute, then asana, stretching exercise for 5 minutes, Surya Namaskar 5 minutes. That kind of you see na in research paper. That in the table, and same thing you have to describe in the words also. It is the meaning of that. You have to explain the postures, the prayer, everything, whatever in your study, in your module, you have to elaborate it. If you are working in any individual practice, then that individual you have to explain, you have to describe the proper method, how you have to see it, when you have to see it, how long you have to do. Yeah, second point is same, describe the duration of yoga practice. The yoga sessions, same thing, that prayer 1 minute, Sukshmayama 10 minutes, whatever in your module, each and every practice, you will justify clearly that this time of period, the students, the population, they did the practice. Yeah, can anyone give the other example? Please interact, otherwise I will think that you are not understanding. Yeah.
सर कि जो हमारा इंटरवेंशन है वो कितने टाइम का है सर? जैसे 40 मिनट का है और हमने उसमें क्या क्या चीजें की हैं, कभी 30 मिनट का होता है सर, कभी 1 घंटे का भी होता है सर, तो ये है सर उसमें एक्टिविटीज की कितने टाइम का है सर, और कौन कौन से सीरीज है सर उसमें?
Very good. Okay, point third is clear. Second, point number 4, expertise. So here we have to about the expertise, meaning the instructor describe the expertise, background, training of those, describe the qualification of yoga instructors. Many papers, they miss this point. It's very important thing. I noticed half of the yoga studies, they are not mentioning this point. Directly, most of the papers, what they do, they write that intervention given by the expert teacher, but they are not explaining what's the expertise, what was the background of the instructor, how long he has experience, and what is the qualification. Is he diploma student? Is he bachelor student? Is he master student? Is he PhD student or assistant professor? Because experienced, because one exercise I am giving, a PhD scholar is giving, other exercise, same technique, a diploma student is giving, he has very less experience. So we will get the different results. Same intervention is same. So here, biasness is here. To recognize that biasness, that's why they added this point here. Describe actually that teacher who was giving the practice, actually he was eligible or not. Okay? Yeah. Yes, please. Please sort it. What you understand, explain it in your words. Come on. Point number 4.
Sir, suppose I am the instructor of any yoga research, so I have to describe my qualification like I am pursuing my master's. So we have to clearly mention it on that paper.
And what is the meaning here? Training. Almost 90% yoga studies, they do not mention training. 90% they do not. For example, Hemanji, he developed a module and he started his intervention. Okay, that for example, that module is related with obesity, intense exercise. Okay, 10 rounds Surya Namaskar, intense practice, continue 1 hour, full sweating. Now you all are the experts. Now let me know that 60 minutes module which Hemanji developed, can the new participants in single day they will follow? Can they do?
No, sir.
And what is actually practically what happened? Come on, use your mind. Use your mind, come on.
Sir, they will do according to their capacity.
Yes, exactly. It's a very, very important point here. At the day 1, they cannot follow the complete module. Otherwise, next day they will in the ICU. They need the gradually practice. Yes, yeah, and we are saying that okay, in the module there is 10 rounds of Surya Namaskar, but in fresheners they can't do first day 10 rounds. They can't hold for 1 minute of every postures. They cannot. Yes, after 10-15 days they may do. It is the meaning here. It means what is the total duration of that intervention. We have to mention that these 15 days, these 10 days, these are the training period. Training period is also part of the intervention, but we have to mention that because this phase 1 week, all the students, they understand all the techniques properly. After a week, then they followed properly all the exercise, because it is common that you will select that population which is non-yoga background. If a non-yoga background students, they do not know the mantra chanting also, they don't know Shanti part, they don't know how to raise your hand, they don't know how long they have to hold, and their body also it will not allow them. So that's why training is necessary in the yoga intervention. Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Point number 5. Delivery. Describe how the yoga intervention was delivered. Same practice, if a individual, for example, Lakshmi ji is the teacher, and she is that providing the any module to the class. Okay. The option 1 says providing the offline mode. The students are front of her. And in that case also, students are individual, one by one. Lakshmi ji is giving the practice, and she is properly observing all the his activities. Option number 2, that participants, they are practicing in the group. One times 20 students, 50 students, 100 students, they are practicing. In the other case, same. The medium is online. Right now, we are also doing the online teaching, same online practical class. That impact will be different. And many studies, they provide the recording. Maybe you noticed a few papers, they provide recordings. And they instruct them, you have to follow till the 3 months, same recording. Now let me know, is really all the, if we follow all the mediums, impact will be same or it will be different, and how? Yes, please.
इट विल नॉट बी सेम सर, इट विल बी डिफरेंट सर, क्योंकि जब हम डायरेक्टली उनको कराते हैं सर तो उसका इफेक्ट अलग होता है, और हमने उसको रिकॉर्डिंग दे दिया सर तो पता नहीं वो कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है, वो डाल तो देंगे सर कि हम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उसका इफेक्ट नहीं आएगा सर। तो अलग अलग होता है सर, अगर वो नहीं करें तो रिजल्ट तो आएगा ही नहीं सर, फिर रिजल्ट हमारा गड़बड़ हो जाएगा सर वैसे में।
Excellent, excellent.
Sir, and yoga is more than physical activity. So it also affects because mentally presence of the guide also matters.
That is the fourth point. Fourth point. It is the qualification of teacher, Lakshmi ji.
Okay,
Quality is fourth point. Okay. We are discussing
Yes,
fifth
sir.
point. Yes. So whatever medium you provided, that thing properly you have to describe. That recorded we did, offline medium we did, in the group session we did, and in the group also you have to mention, because one group is 10 students, other group is 100 students, and other group is 500 students. Every time 20 students, 100 students, 500 students, impact will be different. So each and every subtle situations of the class, which kind of environment was there, you have to explain well. Okay. Next practice, point number 6 is the dose. So dose generally we understand with the medicine, but here dose meaning intervention. Okay. It means the duration of the each session. Okay. It was the 30-minute session, 40 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, how long per session it was. Okay. And describe the duration of the yoga intervention. Duration meaning total intervention period. Your study, it was 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year. How long your study was? And after that, how was follow-up study? Are you doing follow-up or not? Everything you have to define properly. Next is the describe the frequency of the yoga sessions. Yes. once a week you are giving, twice a week you are giving, thrice a week, 4 days a week. Many few research paper they do mistake. They mention regularly. Regularly meaning is not clear. Regularly meaning what we are understanding. 7 days a week. General meaning of regular meaning 7 days. It means every day they practice. But most of the practice, Saturday, Sunday participants, they do not prefer. So regularly also we have to explain properly. 5 days a week is regularly or 7 days a week regularly. Okay. So your lines should be clearly. No any kind of any suspense should be there. Okay. Next is the describe the number of the. Yes, it's also very, very important. I would like to ask you why. Yes, please. Can you answer? Why number of sessions? A paper he is mentioning the duration. But either why number of sessions is important. Yes, please. Can you answer? Yes.
So maybe the number of yoga sessions impact the result outcome.
No. Think practically. What happened? Practical. Think properly. What happened practically? Okay, I am making it easy. Okay. Okay, you are same. We are working. You are working on any students, college students. You are working, and total duration is 8 weeks, 2 months study, and twice a week, twicely, 2 times a week. You are giving. For example, Monday and Friday, you are providing the practice, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay. Now, why need mentioning the number of sessions? Yes, please. Use your mind, think practically. You are not understanding? समझ आ रहा है मैं क्या बोलने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं? नहीं समझ आ रहा है आप लोगों को?
नो सर।
मैं बताता हूँ. मान लो चलो इसको हम 5 days a week कर लेंगे तब आपको समझने में आसान होगा. ओके या रेगुलरली समझिए 7 days a week. College students, you are working. Sunday is there. Festivals are there. Will they come? They will not come. Deepavali is coming. Holi is coming. Will they practice? They will not practice. Are you understanding why number of sessions is important?
यस सर।
Okay, I am telling about my study. Now my intervention is going on. So last week in the college, there was a fresher party. And continue 7 days they practiced. Because they were practicing for the party, we were unable to give the intervention. So that 7 days miss. That week completely we missed. But in the study we will mention no, we provided the practice. But what practically was there? Festival days we cannot provide. That's why to accept that biasness, we mention the number of yoga sessions. Say, period time is 8 weeks. Okay, regularly you are giving. So the general meaning, it means generally 60 days they have to practice. But practically they may be practice 50 days, 45 days. That will be clear only with fourth point. Okay. And here you will fix, and after that only you can also fix the criteria. most of the research yoga studies, they mention the 80% attendance. Have you noted that word in the research papers? Yes, please. 80% attendance above. If any students, only that students we included for the
Yes, sir.
post
In
assessment.
last paper,
Yes.
you have sent.
Very good. Below the 80%, we will not include. That we include in the dropouts. So how that will clear? That will clear only with the number of sessions. That's why number of session is important. Okay. Yeah, one of you please sort it. Point number 6, come on. Please conclude point number 6 in your own words. Yes. Who will explain? Manoj ji, can you explain? Manoj ji, are you understanding?
समझ में
नेहा जी,
हाँ सुन रहा
यस
हूँ
मन, बोलिए मनोज जी, हिंदी में बोलिए, कोई बात नहीं।
सर के ऊपर न जा रहा सर मेरे तो ये सारा
समझ नहीं आ रहा आपको?
नहीं सर ये इंग्लिश में थोड़ी करना पड़ेगा सर काम मेरे को।
काम कीजिए। नेहा जी, आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? पूनम जी, अरे क्लास में हो ना हो मतलब हो ही नहीं आप तो क्लास में। हेमंत जी बताइए।
यस सर। सर इट इज सेड अबाउट द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ आवर सेशन सर, कि कितने ड्यूरेशन है हमारे सेशंस के और वो कितने वीक तक चला है। जैसे कि 8, जैसे हमने लिया कि 8 वीक का एक इंटरवेंशन लिया है, या तो फिर हम ये करेंगे सर कि हमने कितने सेशन लिए हैं, हमको उसका रिकॉर्ड रखना है कि क्या होता है। जैसे कई बार छुट्टियां होती है सर बहुत ज्यादा, जैसे आपने बताया सर, तो उन छुट्टियों को हमें आगे भी फिर फुलफिल कर सकते हैं। या तो कई बार ऐसा होता है सर, बायसनेस ऐसे आती है कि लगातार छुट्टी पड़ गया या कई अब्सेंट हो जाते हैं सर, मतलब सारे के सारे अब्सेंट हो जाते हैं कुछ ओकेजनली। तो इसीलिए हमको उस जो बायसनेस है उसको दूर करने के लिए नंबर ऑफ सेशन को डिस्क्राइब करना जरूरी है सर। इतने सेशंस हुए हैं हमारे।
Yeah, first 3 are the common. Most of the papers they mention first 3. Fourth, few are mentioning, few are not mentioning. But it is important. Point number 4 is okay. Very good. Next, point number 7. Home practice. Describe aspects of home practice, if any. It is not compulsory. That's why they are using the word here, if any. If you are providing recording, not follow, most of the COVID paper you will see this thing. COVID, because in the COVID period, offline mode is not possible. Most of the study during the COVID period, it was online or follow up. They give the orientation for a one day, 7 days, and then they told same practice you have to continue till 3 months. Okay, for that kind of study this point is here. Okay, if you are providing in offline mode, then no necessary of this point. Okay, only for home practice. If it is, describe the duration and frequency of how practice. If it is there, then mention there. And I will also personally suggest mention the time also and how long in between 5 to 6 you did practice, 8 to 9 you practice, sometimes half hour you practice, someday you practice 1 hour, someday very motivated to you practice 2 hours, few days you skip. How you will measure that? Yes, please, I'm asking a question. If you are providing your intervention, you are telling that home students they will do their own. How you will measure their attendance? Can you answer? Yes, please. How you will find?
जैसे सर मेरा टॉपिक प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन है सर, और उस मुझे ये थोड़ा सा बाहर हो जाएगा। तो मुझे प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन को भी मेंशन करना है सर, मेजर करना है, तो मैं उनको एक डायरी नोट करने के लिए दूंगा कि आपका जो टू डू लिस्ट है या आप जो उनके वेस्टिंग टाइम को कैच करने के लिए इसमें मेंशन करना है हर शाम में। तो इस तरीके से हम उनको डायरी दे सकते हैं सर मेंटेन करने के लिए कि आज आपने शाम में किया, शाम में करने के बाद वो डायरी मेंटेन करिए, तो फिर ग्रुप है, ग्रुप बना है, ग्रुप में थंब अप करिए कि मैंने प्रैक्टिस कर लिया, इस तरीके से सर।
Excellent. Diary work is necessary in the home practice. Without maintaining the diary, the home practice is useless. Journals, they will not accept your paper, and journals, they may ask the copy of the diary. They may ask that really they maintain with the signature, the timing, everything you have to mention clearly in the diary. Regularly you have to update that, and you have to reconfirm weekly that are you practicing, because most of the students, they are thinking teacher is not looking, they try to skip the practice. So you have to weekly, you have to take continue updates. Are you practicing or not? Which time you are practicing? How long you are doing? Everything. Are you maintaining the diary? Regularly you are keeping the update in the diary or not? That you have to be active. If your practice belongs to home practice, okay? So that thing you will maintain in the diary. Next is report whether yoga was available to participants during the follow period, and list any recommendations made for home practice those. If anything, recommendation meaning suggestions, सुझाव, आपको मालिश करनी है नहीं करनी है, पानी पी के करना है नहीं पी के करना है, खाली पेट करना है नहीं करना है, खाने के बाद करना है तो कितनी बाद करना है, 2 घंटे बाद करना है, everything whatever you recommended you have to mention clearly. Okay. Next is the describe if and how adherence to home practice was measured, which the already Hemantji answered. By maintaining the diary, you will measure the record. Okay. Yeah, except Hemantji, others please conclude point number 7. Come on, others please, except Hemantji.
Sir, if home practice is described in our intervention, so we have to measure it by something tools like diary with the help of tools.
Why necessary to maintain the diary? What is the need?
To avoid biasness, sir. Maybe.
Excellent. So attendance automatic will be maintained if diary is maintaining. Biasness will be there. If we practice for a short period, that will be there. You can check, and accordingly you can exclude that. If he is missing so many practice, you can exclude them. Okay. Point. Yeah. Item number 8. It is protocol changes. Yeah. Sometimes practically it happens. Practically, it happens in every modules, every studies. Okay. Big rain are coming. Okay. If raining is too much one day, suddenly it come, and your intervention is a cooling pranayam. So at that period, you cannot provide the practice. No, otherwise it will affect negatively. No? Negative effect will be there. So as in the other interventions also, so depend on the situations. If any things, because of that you change the protocol, okay, you have to describe clearly that which kind of changes you did, and describe the rationale for changes. Why only this change you did? Why not others? That thing You have to be described properly. Okay. Yes, please. One of you, please explain point number 8.
सर जैसे मैंने मॉड्यूल बना रखा है, मेरे मॉड्यूल में 5 मिनट का भस्त्रिका प्राणायाम है सर, या तो फिर 5 मिनट की शीतली प्राणायाम सर। अब भस्त्रिका प्राणायाम में होता क्या है सर कि अभी गर्मी का समय है, तो गर्मी में उसका इफेक्ट निगेटिव हो जाएगा सर, तो हम भस्त्रिका को हटाएंगे सर, कम करेंगे, या तो हम शीतली करेंगे सर। शीतली जब बहुत ठंड है तो उस समय, ठंड के समय उसका निगेटिव इफेक्ट पड़ेगा सर, तो हम उसको चेंज कर देंगे सर। तो इस तरीके से प्रोटोकॉल को हम चेंज करेंगे सर, वेदर के हिसाब से।
वो तो पूरा ही चेंज हो गया प्रोटोकॉल। यहाँ पे इसी को मैं एडिट करता हूँ, इसका एक्चुअल मतलब क्या होगा। एक्चुअल देखो, you are providing 5 minutes practice. All students, they are practicing, but out of 20 students, one student, he was feeling suffocation, breathlessness, BP, his BP increase in the class. Then what you will do? Come on, what you will do at that period?
तो हम उसको
Immediate-
रिलैक्स कराएंगे सर, उस
Yeah,
प्रैक्टिस को स्टॉप
immediately
करा
you will
देंगे।
tell, don't practice. That thing you will do now. So that kind of changes, if they are more or minor, if more, then mention that. Yeah, because of that problem, on that day, I hold that practice. Okay, whatever changes you did, you have to describe that. It is the ethics, research ethics, it is the, okay. Very good. Point number 9, participant adherence. Okay. Adherence meaning they are following the rules, regulations properly or not. If adherence to yoga intervention was assessed, describe how and by whom, and what, if any, strategies were used to maintain or improve adherence. Are they practicing properly? Many classes it happen, class is going on and few students, they are sleeping. They are not practicing. They are not concentrating. So it's also you have to maintain. Describe if any how class session attendance was measured. Who measured the attendance? Students measured, teacher measured. Okay. Sometimes they feel they're absent themselves. Sometimes it happens. Describe any strategies used to promote practice adherence. Sometimes, yeah, many times the yoga teacher, he feel, or if they will do practice more 5 minutes, more savasana, it will be good for them. Chanting time is 2 minutes, but on that day they got interest and they stretch it till 10 minutes. Many times practically it happens. It should not be there in the research, but it happens in practically. So that kind of changes. It's a mistake of the instructor or the mistake of the students. Okay. You have to be mentioned here. Okay. Yeah, in the females, the monthly problem is common. 3 days, few girls face, few girls they face 5 days, and few are not getting. Who has the problem? Few girls they practice well during the periods, and few they feel too much pain. So these are the practical challenges. That thing, how you handled that situation, that thing you have to mention here. Yes, please explain point number 9. Come on. शिवानी जी,
सर मेरा एक डाउट है इसमें। सर इसमें
Yes.
लिखा है डिस्क्राइब इफ एंड हाउ क्लास सेशन अटेंडेंस वाज मेजर्ड। तो सर इसमें क्या हम डायरी का इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं कि थ्रू डायरी वी हैव मींस टेकन देयर अटेंडेंस बाय देयर सेल्फ reporting of
Yeah,
attendance?
that happen in only home practice. If class is offline,
Okay.
then teacher will take the attendance now,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
or class monitor he will take.
Okay, sir.
So who measured that you have to mention. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yes, please explain it. Point number 9, Shivani ji.
सर कोई भी इसमें डिस्क्राइब एनी स्ट्रेटेजीज टू प्रमोट प्रैक्टिस एडहेरेंस. सर इन केस एनी complication arises to these practitioners, so we have to means give them some different practices which they can do at that time in less frequency or somewhat like that.
Okay. Last point, it is the instructor fidelity. And this checklist, we also say it is the fidelity checklist. Fidelity meaning Satyanishta. It means that how properly you mentioned, you provided any intervention or you did the research, and how you maintain the quality of the intervention. That thing. Instructor, here the complete checklist is the complete fidelity, but here particular it is instructor fidelity. About the teacher, is he regular, he was coming late, or he was changing the time every day? It will also affect. He's telling, describe the assessment of the protocol, how and when you measure the data before the, because the individual measurement it happen and it affect the load. For example, you are measuring GSR, EEG or ECG, okay, for example. So these kinds of assessments you cannot measure in the groups. Individually you have to measure, and you have 100 participants. So you will give the different time, okay, today we will measure the 10 students. One student is 7 to 8, next 8 to 9, then 9 to 10, 10 to 11. That timing also it will affect. How you maintain and how you control that confounding. Before the food, result will be different. After the food, result will be different. How you maintain the quality of the data. It is about that, okay? Next is the describe the reasons for deviation from study plan. If you change anything, why you deviate? You sometimes we plan for 3 months, 6 months we plan that we will do, but exam came, and because of the exams you completed your study in 4 months, 5 months. Before the 1 month you completed. Otherwise the exams they will create the biasness, because okay, student they will not focus properly. Summer vacations come. If summer vacations come, all students they will go to home. How you will provide the practice? So because of that, you reduce the time period, you reduce the duration of the study. Okay, that thing if happen in your study, you have to mention, you have to explain why you deviate. Okay. Next is the describe any difference between proposed program and actual program. Same thing which I told you, because of the vacations you deviate. Okay. describe when protocol was modified. As Hemanji told that in the session, we cannot give the cooling practice to the normal participants. Okay. So, and if you change, then describe that things you protocol, mention that things. And you have to give the justification also. Okay. Yes, one of you please conclude point number 10. Come on.
So in assessment, we have to describe that how we have measured the data and where we have measured the data, and in the reasons for deviation from the study plan, if something unplanned, something happened which was not planned, and why we means follow that particular study plan which was different from our proposed plan, so we have to give the reasons. एंड जो डिफरेंसेस आए हैं सर वो भी बताना है, और क्या प्रोटोकॉल में मॉडिफिकेशन हुआ है, मतलब क्या क्या नई प्रैक्टिसेस हमने डाली है, या फिर फ्रीक्वेंसी में चेंज हुआ है, या फिर टाइम में चेंज हुआ है, जो भी चेंजेस हैं वो हमें मेंशन करने हैं.
Excellent. It is the clarify checklist, fidelity checklist also we say it is. Checklist standardizing the reporting of interventions for yoga studies. So you are doing research in the yoga field. That's why this checklist is very, very important. It will give you direction how you have to plan properly, systematically. If you did not follow or you have less content, so you will face too much problem in the publication. Now, yes, you can ask any question if you have any related with clarify checklist. Yes. Anyone, yeah. If any doubt you have. Yes, Poonam ji, you are raising hand. I think by mistake it is. Yeah. Now I would like to, any one students, please conclude the complete 21 points. If anyone can. Anyone, can you explain all points in 2 minutes or 3 minutes? Lakshmi ji, Hemant ji, Shivani ji, Neha ji, Manoj ji, Poonam ji. Who can do? Come on.
मैं शॉर्ट में बताता हूँ सर, जितना हो
Yes,
सके.
Hemant ji. If you can on the camera, it will be good for us. Yeah.
अभी कैमरा थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है सर.
Okay, sir. Continue.
सर जैसे कि हमने देखे अभी clarify checklist sir. First of all, clarify stand for sir checklist standardizing the report of interventional for yoga. It is a 21 items is there sir. जो फर्स्ट आइटम्स है उसमें हमने देखे थे सर कि जो टाइटल है उसके बारे में, फिर जो सेकंड आइटम है, सेकंड जो है वो था रेशनल, मतलब जस्टिफिकेशन क्या है उसका, फिर थर्ड है एक्टिविटीज, कौन कौन सी एक्टिविटीज है, देन फोर्थ पॉइंट वाज दैट एक्सपर्टाइजिंग, और कौन जो योगा करा रहे हैं वो कौन है, जैसे मैं कराऊंगा तो मैं दिखूंगा कि एक वेल रिसर्चर्स द्वारा ये योगा कराया गया, इंटरवेंशन लिया गया, इस तरीके से. फिर फिफ्थ था
Not well, Hemant ji, you are mistaking. PhD scholar, you mentioned the qualification exactly, na?
ओके सर.
Diploma also expert student, expert teacher.
ये सर तो रिसर्च मतलब पीएचडी स्कॉलर द्वारा ये लिया गया सर इस तरीके से.
PhD scholar who did his master in yoga and who has 10-year experience, he provided the practice. That kind of thing properly you have to mention, okay?
ओके सर. ओके सर. देन फिफ्थ वाज दैट डिलीवरी सर, कि हमें ये करना है कि कैसे हमने योगा कराया, उसका इंटरवेंशन कैसे दिया सर, कि मतलब ऑफलाइन कराया कि ऑनलाइन कराया, या ऐसे हुआ कि हमने एक क्लासेस लिए सबको समझाया, फिर हमने रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो दे दिए, फिर उनको प्रैक्टिस करना है। तो इस तरीके से इसका मेंशन करना है सर। फिर उसके बाद है डोज। डोज में था कि जो ड्यूरेशन था वो कितना था सर, कि मतलब 6 वीक्स इन 6 वीक्स टोटल था या 3 डेज इन अ वीक, इस तरीके से। उसके बाद फिर हमने उसमें देखा कि उसी में कितने सेशंस हमने लिए उसका भी हमें वर्णन करना है सर। फिर हम इसमें अटेंडेंस लेंगे सर। फिर 7 था कि होम प्रैक्टिस। हम प्रैक्टिस कराने के बाद ये बोले कि इसको आपको घर में भी करना है, इस तरीके से। फिर उसके बाद जो
पॉइंट नंबर 8 से हम लक्ष्मी जी को ले लेते हैं और पॉइंट नंबर 15 से हम शिवानी जी को ले लेते हैं। तो 21 को आप 3 लोगों में डिवाइड कर देंगे। वेरी गुड हेमंत जी, वेरी गुड। यस लक्ष्मी जी, if possible please on your camera and start to explain point number 8.
Sir, my network is not very good.
Continue, you can tell in Hindi, no problem. Okay, yeah.
Describe when the protocol was modified in the 8th number. So suppose if we are giving any intervention, so in between, due to some issues or maybe problems, we have to change the intervention. Like we are giving Rashtrika pranayam. So if someone is feeling high BP, so that time we have to stop the practice. So we in the protocol we have to describe that modification.
Continue, explain till 14.
Okay, and adherence in your search. किसी और को दीजिए।
Okay, Shivani ji, you continue.
यस सर, पार्टिसिपेंट एडेयरेंस में ये था कि जो पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं वो रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस को प्रॉपरली फॉलो कर रहे हैं या नहीं कर रहे हैं, और जो इंस्ट्रक्टर है वो भी जो उसने लिखा हुआ है अपने थीसिस में या रिसर्च पेपर में, उसने उसको फॉलो किया है या फिर नहीं किया है। एंड इसमें ये था कि क्लास सेशन जो अटेंडेंस है ये किस तरह से मेजर की गई है, एंड स्ट्रेटेजीज क्या यूज करी गई हैं। हमने जो लोग प्रैक्टिस एडहेरेंस मतलब कि प्रैक्टिस को मेंटेन करने के लिए क्या क्या किस तरीके की स्ट्रेटेजीज हमने यूज की है। मान लीजिए किसी को इंटरेस्ट डेवलप नहीं हो रहा है तो उसको इंटरेस्ट किस तरीके से डेवलप करवाना है, या फिर वो वीक फील कर रहा है या फिर उसको कोई और इशू आ गया है, तो हमें किस तरीके से चेंजेस लाके उस प्रैक्टिस को कंटिन्यू करवाया है, तो वो स्ट्रेटेजीज हमें मेंशन करनी है। फिर ये है सर इंस्ट्रक्टर फिडेलिटी। इसमें है कि हमें प्रॉपरली मेंशन करना है कि हमने ये इंटरवेंशन इतने इतने टाइम तक करवाया है और कैसे करवाया है और कहाँ पे करवाया है, वो हमने इंटरवेंशन वो भी हमें मेंशन करना है टू एश्योर द प्रोटोकॉल फिडेलिटी। और फिर इसमें सर कोई रीजन, अगर हमारे स्टडी प्लान में किसी भी प्रकार का कोई भी डिविएशन आया है तो उसका हमें प्रॉपरली एक रीजन मेंशन करना है, और जो हमने डेविएशन करा है अपने प्लान्ड प्रोग्राम और अनप्लान्ड प्रोग्राम के बीच में, वो भी डिफरेंस हमें बताना है। और क्या डिस्क्राइब व्हेन प्रोटोकॉल वाज मॉडिफाइड, ये प्रोटोकॉल कब मॉडिफाई किया गया या फिर किन मंथ्स में मॉडिफाई किया गया या फिर कब किन सीजन में मॉडिफाइड किया गया, वी हैव टू मेंशन दैट।
Yeah, which situation you modified that? Okay, excellent.
यस
अब